In this video, we will walk through completing a textbook project in CIS 110. First, you will want to navigate to the module you are working on. We will use Word Module 1 for this particular example, but you will complete a similar textbook project assignment for every module or chapter this semester. You'll also want to ensure you have Microsoft Office 365 installed on your computer before attempting to open and complete the textbook project. For this, you will be working inside the real programs to create a real document. This is somewhat different than when you worked through the training in our previous assignment. First, you will want to locate the textbook project for that section. Again, we will locate the Word Module 1 textbook project for this example. I'm going to hover my mouse over the Word Module 1 textbook project Cengage link and click it. Once you click it, all the resources will open over in our SAM portal for you to complete the textbook project. You will be presented to a view similar to this one, noting your assignment name, the number of submissions allowed, and the number of submissions you have remaining. In our course, we have 5 submissions allowed for every assignment. You can see I've already used one in testing out this video, but I still have 4 remaining. So that means you're able to submit your assignment for the textbook project up to 5 times, and your highest grade is recorded in the Moodle gradebook. So to begin, let's click on Start. And you'll always notice these 3 important sections. We have the reading, which we'll get to in 1 second. The reading will actually include the instructions for us to complete the start file. If you have a physical copy of the textbook, then you are also able to reference that. It is the same exact reading. Now we have a start file that we just used, so let's go and open that. Again, it should be located in the Downloads folder of your computer. Click on Enable Editing. And the first thing we want to do is resave this file with the correct file name. To find your file name that the file anticipates, if you click Continue, this is where you'll submit it. You are able to copy and paste this file name that it expects. So I'm going to highlight it. I am purposefully not highlighting the .docx part. That is automatically added to your file name. And I'm going to right click and select Copy. And I'm going to go back to my file. And I'm going to click File, Save As. And I'm going to paste. You can right click, paste my file name here. If your file name does not match what SAM anticipates when uploading your completed file, it will not accept it. I'm going to click Save. If you don't want to copy and paste it again, you can reference this file name and type it manually, making sure you make no mistakes. There are no spaces in this file name. Make sure all of your capital letters and lowercase letters are typed appropriately as well. When using the ebook, I like to either split my screen if I'm working on one screen where I have my start file to the right and my instructions or ebook to the left. If you have more than one screen, it is easy also to open them full size on both screens. If you are working with Microsoft Word in a half view, then you'll want to make sure that you notice that some of these options on the ribbon are condensed into subheadings. So for instance, some of our paragraph formatting tools, to see them all that would normally be seen in full view, you'll have to click on this button to see them. Now, again, our instructions over here in our reading, as we go down, you'll want to follow them step by step. Our first step starts here where it wants us to adjust the margins. It gives you the instructions, and you usually want to locate, if you're using the ebook, there are these orange markers with a number in it. In your physical textbook, they may be red circles with a number in it. So you want to locate these, and it says click the layout on the ribbon tab. That's up here. And then we're going to choose margins and then narrow. That changes the margins in my document for me. You can notice there's also a picture that you can click on and enlarge to see exactly what you're supposed to do. Once I click page over, I'm going to enter some text in my document. It has me type wash your hands. So I'm going to click in my document and I'm going to type wash your hands, making sure I capitalize the correct letters, put an exclamation point at the end. And then it says press enter to move my insertion point to the beginning of the next line. As I continue to page over, they show you how to change the zoom and display the formatting marks. As we continue in our instructions, we're going to type more words in our document. Washing your hands with soap and water can decrease outbreaks of foodborne illness because it can prevent spreading germs from your hands to food. Making sure, again, you capitalize the correct letters, making sure you have no typos, making sure you have the correct punctuation. And then pressing enter. Again, you're able to click on these screenshots to view an enlarged image of exactly what your document is supposed to look like at this given point. You're going to continue paging through your instructions, following the steps until you have completed your entire textbook project. For Word Module 1, when you are done, it should look similar to this. Now, I've intentionally made a mistake here in our first paragraph, as well as I have intentionally misspelled visit, so that when I submit this, I can show you what some errors look like in your score report. Again, you want to make sure that your file name is correct and what Sam expects and is listed here. So I'm going to click the arrow to upload my file. If you receive a green check mark, you're good to go to click on submit. If you do not, it may say unexpected file name. You'll want to check to make sure your file name, again, matches this letter for letter, number for number here, without the .docx part. That is added automatically. So do not include that in your file name. So I click submit. Sam grades it very quickly, and I'm able to view my graded summary report. When your summary report opens, you'll notice your overall score at the top. Again, I purposely made some errors, so I got a 76 out of 100. Don't worry, remember you have 5 attempts and your highest score is counted in the gradebook. So as I go down here, I can see in the red text some information about my file over here to the right. So it says to word wrap text as you type has been done incorrectly. But it's saying not that necessarily I did that word wrap incorrectly, but it's saying it actually can't find the text. Even here, it says the paragraph beginning with washing your hands with soap was not found. So what happens is I actually deleted on purpose and left off on purpose the word your. So washing your hands was missing here. So you can see anytime it says that text was not found or maybe you didn't complete a step, also check for typos because it could be something as simple as that. So every time you see that the paragraph beginning with washing your hands, which is this one here in my document, was not found, that is referring to I had a typo. I had completely left off the word your. As I scroll down, I also noticed that it says that the last paragraph starting with visit was not found. And again, that's because I purposely misspelled visit so I could get an error here in my score report. Once I fix those two, I want to make sure to save my document and I'll go back to Sam to resubmit. So here in Sam, I'm able to click the resubmit button, or if you've went all the way back out, you can come back into the textbook project assignment you're working on, and click and submit again. I'm going to choose my file, click on submit once again, and I'm going to view my updated score report. In this score report, as you see, I earned a 100. Once you get more than one submission for any given assignment, make sure you match it up to the submission number. Make sure you're always looking at the most up-to-date submission. Also, make sure you're always submitting the most up-to-date version of your textbook project file.